Hi, this is Maria. Welcome to my craft room. Today we're going to make a beautiful card. This is my sample. We're going to do something very similar to this using different paper. Now here I'm using Little Monkey stamp set for the monkey and the branch, and we're going to be using something fancy for the sentiment. I didn't forget your birthday. I'm just stretching it out. I thought it went very well with this monkey and this happy birthday from here. Now this monkey stamp set came with a monkey punch when I first bought this, but it punches a different it only punches one monkey out of here, and there's no dies with this set, so I want to use this monkey, and we're going to cut it out with the ScanNCut. So give me a few minutes and we will set this up, and I will show you how to punch all of these out with a ScanNCut. I'm not selling ScanNCut, I'm just showing you what I use because I already had it and that's what I'm using. We're also going to use this little happy birthday. It doesn't fit in this oval, it does fit in this larger oval. So on the ScanNCut we will make a matching mat to go behind it. So let's get started. Okay, so let me show you my cutting instructions. That's your paper instructions. You can find them on the blog. If you go to the video description, you'll see a link there, or you can just take a screenshot of this. Okay, so here I used Early Espresso and Earthen Elegance Designer Series paper. Here we're going to use Garden Green, and also from the same paper pack, Earthen Essence Designer Series paper. So that will be layered here, but we're going to do that in a minute. Let's get our stamping done. I'm just going to use a large piece here. We're just going to use what we need and we'll put the rest away. So I'm going to use Early Espresso. We need a branch. Beautiful. We need a monkey. Beautiful. And we need a happy birthday. I keep doing that with a line. I'm just having no luck today. We'll just draw in a little bit of Y here. Nope. We'll get this. Let's clean the stamp. Alright, this is new. This is a Stampin' Scrub. It's a 7x7 square and it's kind of fuzzy, so I've stamped some stamp cleaner on this side, or you can just use water. These are water based. Scrub on the wet side, look at that, and then scrub on the dry side, and you have a dry stamp. Very clean. Scrub-a-dub clean. Okay, we're just going to live with that little line because I'm not going to mess with that anymore. Alright, so we're going to get this organized so that we can get this punched out. I'm going to use my double oval for this right here, and we're going to just put some leaves over top of that little stray brown line. Beautiful. And that, let's try it one more time. One more time, see if we can't get that to print without the extra line there at the top. Still has a line. That's okay. We're going to work with it. And then these here, we're going to go straight to the ScanNCut and cut those out. Now, the ScanNCut likes continuous lines. You see how we've got a nice strong outline. This the monkey will punch out beautifully. This branch, we need to close any gaps. So I'm just taking a pencil here. We can erase the lines later, but we need to just join all the little bits together so that the machine cuts one continuous loop around all of that branch. Okay, that's all I'm going to do there. I'm not going to color in case the machine hiccups or whatever and stops cutting. We don't want to, I don't want to do any more work than we need to. We're going to cut first and I'll color after. This one, we're going to, let's not give this any reason. No, we'll just go this way. We're going to just stick this down to the green and then we'll cut the oval around it. Just going to use some tape runner. And that will cut a little oval around that. All right, let's get my mat in order. I don't sell ScanNCuts, but it does work really, really well. So we're just going to stick this to the mat, and I'm going to grab some washi tape just to make sure this sticks really well, because my mat is old and it's not very sticky. But if you use washi tape, just don't cover the registration marks and you should be fine. It will work just fine. Just taping my corners down. To make sure that nothing moves. We're just going to get a new piece of washi there because I don't want to, it bent over a little bit and I don't want any problems. Make sure it's nice and stuck down, and we're going to go over to the other camera. Here we go. Alright, so I'm going to load the mat. Make sure everything's pressed down really well. Don't put your hands on the other side of this bar, but on this side you can touch all you want. Alright, I'm going to scan direct cut from my machine. I'm going to let it scan the area 12 by 6 because I'm not using the full mat. You can change it to 12 by 12, but I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to scan in black and white mode because it's faster and I don't need it to recognize any colors right now. Alright, I'm going to turn off my overhead light because we don't want any exterior light to interfere with the machine. So I'm going to click start from here. I realize you can't see, but I want to make sure that light is off while it's scanning, and we'll turn it back on. So that was the scan. Alright, let me turn the light back on. And let's go close up to the screen here so you see what I'm doing. Alright, so we're going to click OK from here, and I'm going to grab my little handles and just highlight the pieces that I want to deal with today. I'm going to ignore objects that are small, but don't make this so big that you ignore the objects you're actually trying to scan. And edit will let me scroll through the individual images. So that's 1, 2, see, it didn't recognize the leaf as part of the tree branch. So I'm going to redraw. Oh, I missed some. I didn't draw those at all. I'm going to draw in the little bits here and we will rescan. Alright, my mistake. I just drew right on the mat here. I drew on these little bits that I had not drawn on before. So on the screen, I'm going to hit home and we're going to just start over. Scan, direct cut from the machine. 12 by 6 is fine. And before I start, I'm going to turn this light off. Make sure everything's pressed down and scan. That was pretty quick. Turn the light back on. I'm going to hit OK, and we're going to do that all over again to recognize just the images that I want to scan. I'm going to go drag the little lines up here. Ignore the little bits that are stray marks on the mat. Okay, and let's see what it's recognizing here. Edit. Branch, little bit, I'm going to get rid of that. Oval, branch, monkey. That's it. So that's perfect. I'm going to give it a distance of 0.08. That's the bubble it's going to cut around my stamps. Okay, I'm going to hit OK. OK. It's thinking. Select. Cut, and it's preset to auto, which means this is auto blade. I don't have to tell this what material I'm cutting. Half cut is off. Half cut is for like vinyl or stickers. You can go to the wrench and just make sure that it's off, or you would turn it on if you were doing vinyl, but we don't need that right now. I'm going to push start. Before I do that, I'm just going to bring this down so you can see this. Make sure everything's pushed down really well and start cutting. It says it will take a minute, but it rounds to the nearest minute. So its auto blade is detecting the thickness of your material. I'm just making sure everything sticks down. Do not cross this line because it is cutting and that is really sharp. And it's done. Finished cutting. All right, and let's lift this up and see how we did. So we roll a spatula here. That looks good. Very nice. Let's check the monkey. You can just bend the mat a little bit here. Monkey looks good. And the branch looks good. Very nice. Alright, so I'm going to unload my mat. It erases the data that was there, but we are done with that. And I'm going to go back to the other camera. Okay, hopefully you could hear me with all of that. But look at that. We've got a perfect little outline. We've got a perfect little mat that's actually wavy around that. That's so cute. And we've got a nice little branch. Now I'm going to erase, this is just an eraser. I'm going to erase my pencil marks because I don't need them now. Beautiful. I love that machine. I've had that ScanNCut for a while and I'm still learning how to use it. If you go watch the Papered Chef, she's a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. She uses hers all the time and I've learned a lot from her. Right, so, you know, there's no shame in watching other people to see how to do things. I certainly do. That's how you learn. Okay, so all my little bits are removed from there. Now we can color. I'm going to grab some garden green and we will Oh, we don't need the garden green. We need is that garden green? That is garden green. Yep, I thought it was. I just put my fingers in that. Let's see if I have a little rag here. All right, and we're gonna grab these little leaves and place them on here, and then we will pick them up with the block as one leaf. We'll pick them up on one block just so it stamps easier. Just like that. Garden green. And that's beautiful. Okay. Now we can go ahead and color these in. I'm going to use color pencils because I find them very easy to use. We're going to use garden green and early espresso. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Right. Nope. Right. Oh, I just had it. Right there. Early espresso and garden green is all we're using. I'm just going to press. I used to color very lightly, but man, it looks so much better when I press hard. It's just I don't normally do that, but it does work really well. And then we're going to use some blender pens to blend that all in together. Let's go ahead and do that. Blender pen, and just lightly go over that, and just kind of erases those pencil marks. And man, it almost looks like marker. It's so pretty. Isn't that beautiful? Blender pen, love it. Let's go ahead and get this monkey. I'll come back to the greens here in a minute. Same early espresso. Spend a little time coloring. If you're ever stressed, do a little coloring. Takes the stress right out of your life. So why don't you tell me in the comments if you have a ScanNCut, or if you have a Cricut. Can you do what I just did on your Cricut? As I understand it, the Cricut, you can cut out saved images like electronic files, but the Brother lets you cut out stamped images, which is what we've done here. I debated for years which machine to get, and I settled on the Brother, and I'm very happy with it. It does have a learning curve, but man, when it works really well. Not that it doesn't work, but there is a learning curve to it. So I've been watching videos and how-tos and all of that to make sure that I can get things on video really well. Alright, so now with my blender pen, I'm just going over that lightly. So pretty. I don't have any of the Stampin' Up! Markers because I get such good results with the colored pencils. So if you're on a budget, try the colored pencils. Beautiful. This is so pretty. I mean, if you're careful with the color pencils. You almost don't even need this blender pen, but it just smooths things out so pretty. Beautiful. Isn't that so pretty? Look at that. Beautiful little monkey. Alright, and then we will need some greens. That's garden green, and let's grab old olive. It's for some contrast. This is garden green on this one. If you have the Stampin' Up! Markers, which ones do you prefer? They have the Stampin' Blends, which are alcohol markers, and then there's the Stampin' Write markers. So if you do have them, which ones do you like and why? I really like colored pencils though, so I've been watching videos on the markers, try to convince myself to buy them, but I'm sticking to colored pencils for now. I'm going with the old olive on the outside. I did the garden green in the center of my little leaves here, and on the outside we're kind of blending the colors here. And then we'll go with the blender pen over top of all of this. Alright, blender pen. So pretty. Beautiful. And we'll get these little leaves too. All right, now we can start putting this together. All right, so here we're going to put this down with liquid glue. And yes, we still need to stamp the inside. We'll do that in a minute. I think we'll go landscape on this one because this design has leaves that go this way. So I think we will do that. Make sure I'm opening the right way. Very nice. And then we can decide where to put our branch. I think we should go this way. Here's my original. Then we can put the monkey here. And this can go here. That's very nice. We'll do it that way. Let me grab some dimensionals. Let's use minis. I like the mini dimensionals. New pack. And pokey. And let's put this branch down first. There we go. And then monkey can hang off that branch right there. We can put him wherever. Where should we put him? More in the center or more on the side? Let's go right there. Beautiful. And then this one can go right over here. I'm missing a little tiny piece of that Y. Let's grab that early espresso and just finish the Y. That's fine. Beautiful. And on the inside, we're going to, oh, didn't put that down yet. How do we want to do this? Let's put that one on dimensionals as well. Right there. And on the inside, the sentiment from here. I didn't forget your birthday. We'll do that in early espresso. Beautiful. I'm just stretching out the celebration. And on this one, we use the little leaves on the side. I think we'll do that again. So let me separate those. We'll have to clean them out. I really, really love this Stampin' Scrub. And put those on different, actually we'll just use one. We'll just use the one. I need that garden green again. That's so pretty. Very nice, very nice. We'll fill in the little leaves and then we can be done. Let's see, garden green again. Beautiful. And my blender pen. So pretty. So if you don't have a cutting machine and you don't have a punch, no problem. Just cut out your shapes by fussy cutting. Just use your scissors and cut them out. Let's get a little bit of bling to cover this little brown line that just won't leave me alone. And I think we're going to use iridescent rhinestones to just cover up that little bit right there. Perfect. All right. So there we have it. Happy birthday. The little monkey on the front. I didn't forget your birthday. I'm just stretching out the celebration. I hope you like my videos. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and click that notification bell so that you are notified when I post a new video. Which card did you like best? Let me know. Thanks for watching.